Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Look at Trials Evolution. This is obviously the hotly anticipated sequel to Trials HD, and I guarantee I will say Trials HD when I mean Evolution several times in this video, so just know that going in. Yeah, Trials HD was a 2009, maybe 2008 Xbox Live Arcade game that went on to basically become one of the best-selling Xbox Live Arcade games in history. As far as I know, at last count, it had sold over 2 million copies, which is, pretty incredible for a service that started just being like, well, you can pay $5 and get Pac-Man on your Xbox. Nothing wrong with Pac-Man, Collector's Edition HD Remix. But anyway, I am digressing substantially here. This is Trials Evolution, now available on Xbox Live for 1,200 points from Red Links, which is a Finnish developer, as well as Ubisoft. And I put aside my hatred of Ubisoft in order to buy this game, and I am glad that I did. I've got about 2.5 hours in the game so far, and goddamn, this game is robust. So I'm going to start by going to the single player. This is potentially going to be a long Let's Look At, which I'm actually kind of excited for. I'm going to assume right off the get-go here that you may not have any familiarity with Trials, so I am basically just going to go to a very simple level and explain what the heck you do. This is a simple game to play, but a very difficult game to master, and oftentimes a very frustrating game. So we're going to take fastest bike here. Basically, this is a dirt bike or motorcycle game where your only objective is to get to the end as fast as possible without falling off your motorcycle. Well, preferably any times, I guess, but as few times as possible is more practical. So the only controls you have are, gas, brake. Oh god, that's so embarrassing. Gas, brake, and the ability to lean as well. So really, what you're trying to do is manage your speed and use that lean to get yourself over difficult obstacles and also to achieve like maximum momentum, if that makes any sense. So for example, we'll just drive over here. I am doing piss poor right now. And in fact, I'm kind of OCD with this game. Like if I make one fault on a track, I will usually just reset and play it over again without even finishing it. But I'm going to try to put that aside for the sake of this video, otherwise we'll never get anything done. Alright, so I set a new personal record, but anyway. After you complete a level in the single player here, you are given a medal based on your performance. It could be bronze, could be silver, and could be gold. Usually to get the let's start with bronze. To get the bronze medal, you just have to finish the level. To get silver, you have to finish it in a certain number or a certain amount of time with under a certain amount of faults. And then to get gold, usually you have to finish in a very quick time with 0 faults. I haven't encountered any that allowed you to have 1 fault yet. So we'll exit out of this quickly. Now, when you get these medals, you either get 1, 2, or 3 medals. So obviously you get 1 medal if you get the bronze, you get 2 if you get the silver, and you get 3 if you get the gold. And by obtaining these medals, you unlock even more levels. So you can see I've unlocked a fairly substantial portion of what we have in the game here. I'm just trying to think. Like, Trials Trophy, Tournaments, and Skill Game Circus are something different from what I would refer to as kind of the campaign mode. So I'm getting pretty close here. But I've probably played less than like 30% of the levels in the game, and a lot of those took me a long time to do. So let's move on to something a little bit more difficult. Fuel for the Flames. I'm trying to remember. I had a lot of really good levels that I wanted to show off in the Let's Look At here to make things a little bit more exciting. Okay, Roller Coaster is one of those levels that I wanted to show off that is actually kind of indicative of the level design in Trials Evolution. Because in Trials HD, Tribes Evolution? What am I talking about? In Trials Evolution, or again, in Trials HD, I apologize for these errors. Basically, every level took place in kind of like a dingy, dimly lit warehouse. And I mean, I'm not saying that game was bad, but you could definitely see that they were like, okay, we're going to focus on the gameplay, and, graphically, maybe we don't understand how to make this as best as it could possibly be, or as exciting as it could possibly be. Trials Evolution is like, fuck that, man. There are levels that take place with, like, jet fighters flying above you. There's a level that takes place in, like, an Inception-type world where, like, the gravity is constantly changing. There's a level that takes place, storming the beaches of Normandy in the Second World War. Shit is crazy, and it's so much better for it. And this is a pretty good example, pretty indicative of the kind of... Oh, no. I lived. Pretty indicative of the kind of craziness you can find in Trials Evolution. Like, this level has, I hesitate to say, like, branching paths, but I guess you could say that. It's got multiple paths that you could go through. All sorts of like Sonic loop-the-loops, lightning bolt hazards like this. Let's try to just stick the landing. Perfect. And I think we are almost done here. New personal record? New personal record indeed, but I already had a gold medal there, so that's okay. I'm having an insanely fun time with this game. Just like playing it through and seeing how different it is than Trials HD, where... I'll have to put my OCD aside. I'll pick up gold on those later. Those are the only 2 levels in the game so far I think I don't have gold on. And then let me think about some of the other stuff we might want to play right here. But as I was saying, basically just seeing what the heck this game throws at you. Because Trials HD, it had a little bit of that, like, extreme craziness, but mostly it was like, oh man, how do I climb this hill? I can't climb this hill. Trials Evolution is like, how do I shoot the moon? Anyway. Let me see, I'm trying to remember which levels of these are particularly interesting, but also easy enough for me to beat. Okay, you know what? Tribal Trouble was a really good level. I'll pick my bike again. And then maybe after this, we'll take a look at a harder level or a few more interestingly designed levels. Then we'll talk about more of the other modes in the game, because we are not even close to, you know, having described what you're going to see if you choose to pick up Trials HD. So this level, we're kind of in like some like Mayan or Aztec ruins, as you will see as we get a little bit later. At least I think I'm thinking of the right level. This is actually a level that took me a long time. Like, people have different styles when they play Trials. That was completely unintentional. Like, some people just want to finish the level and they're like, phew, that was hard. Now I got the bronze medal, I can move on. And then some people like me are like, okay, I've completed the level, fuck that. We're getting gold medal or bust. And then I will just like play the same level for 45 minutes, kind of like Super Meat Boy, really, to get it without any deaths and like doing a certain amount of, or in a certain amount of time. This is not the level I was thinking it was. But that's okay. That wasn't even my personal best. Man, Bob Richards 91, I don't know who you are, but you are pretty good at Trials, man. You are #1 in like every, well, on my friend's leaderboard anyway, in like every level. Let's get it a little bit more difficult. We'll go to Collateral Damage. Archipelago, that was the level I wanted to talk about. And maybe we'll play a little bit of Mindbender as well. But Archipelago is pretty good, very well designed. Now, if you're wondering, whoa, dude, where do I get that pink bike? Sorry, bro. It's custom made. No, you'll see later you get the option to actually customize your own bike. Alright, so this is the level that takes place in, you know, Central American ruins. So obviously, as you progress in the game, the first few levels are very simple. Basically just like you have to monitor your leaning appropriately. There's usually not too many hazards that you have to get across. That changes. Oh man, my OCD makes me want to restart the level from the beginning, but I'm not going to do that. The other thing you can do is just restart your level from the checkpoint, which is what I'm going to do here. And it's going to make it very easy to finish the level so we can actually see it all. Otherwise, I would just restart this level after absolutely every one of these falls. There we go, get through here before that hand closes, and then it throws like a Hadoken that tries to hit us. I'm being 100% honest. Just climb up these wooden planks here. Of course, bash our skull into the rock. Kind of half the fun of Trials, especially when you're first getting started and you're falling like all the time. Oh, come on. Is like all the absurd ways that your player can die and will die. If you saw back there was a kind of dynamic object that responded to the weight that we put on it. So this was definitely not my best run on Archipelago, but it was kind of a cool course anyway, so I wanted to show that off. And let's play next, or maybe we'll show off maybe 1 or 2 more courses before we get a little bit further in it. Actually, I wanted to show off Mindbender, and then I wanted to play Trials of Limbo, because I noticed last night there's actually a Limbo-themed level in this. And possibly a Castle Crashers-themed level as well, which is really cool. But here's our Inception-themed level. So I apologize again if you have motion sickness. I guess if you have motion sickness, it's been a bad month to be on my channel. So the way Mindbender works is that the gravity is like constantly shifting, but it's shifting in a set pattern, so you actually like know what you're getting into if you play the course enough. So come down here. This is the last course I finished last night, so I'm just trying to remember exactly what to do. I know that the gravity right now is pulling me backwards. So let's go deeper here. And this is the hard part, because you're like, the reason this totally fucks with your brain is because you'll just like press the gas and not lean in any direction, but it will cause you to like do a wheelie or push forward. Alright, so we'll go through a water cube there with some lightning generators. And then we're almost at the end. It's gonna rotate here. Come on, one more. Whoa. Alright, that was confused. Oh, don't do this to me now. There we go. Completed it, not in a record time, but that's okay. Alright, skip notifications. Wow, I'm first to my friends on that level. Sorry, Anthony SJ, you gotta do a little bit more practice on this one, man. 8 faults, inexcusable. Alright, so Trials of Limbo is the Limbo track here, so we'll check this out. Using the fastest bike I have available to me. I have another 450cc bike, but it's exactly the same statistics or attributes. So, wow. So this is the first time I've played this level. I don't have any insight into what's going on, but I'll definitely say it seems to nail that limbo aesthetic. Now, what's really cool, and something that something that we'll touch on a little bit later, is that there is a full track editor in the game. So I guess the possibility exists for you to actually make these levels for yourself, which is pretty goddamn neat. It is an insanely robust track editor as well, from what I've seen. I haven't dabbled around too much with it myself, but there's a ton of levels available in the game already, so progress is being made. I like having a friend on your Xbox Live friends list like this Bob Richards guy when you're playing Trials, because like, if you stick fairly close to his ghost, you know that when you finish the level, you're probably going to get gold. Watch out for those saws. Oh god! The spider's back! It's going fairly well so far. I would say this is definitely Limbo themed. I'm going to definitely get crushed here. Yeah, no way around that. Let's try that again. Oh, come on. There's always like one obstacle in a level that completely fucks me over. Usually it's just like a rock that's placed in such a position that it always messes up my momentum. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, okay, we'll continue to try this. This is kind of more indicative of the Trials experience that most of you are likely to have. And, you know, more indicative of my genuine Trials experience as well. And if I've said tribes, I apologize. All I gotta do is get to that next checkpoint. Come on. It's that second gear, man. I kind of just want to fly over top of it. There we go. Got to the checkpoint, even though I flipped over at the end, doesn't matter. So this very much has that kind of Super Meat Boy style sense of failure, where even when you fail, here we go, that's the end. It doesn't really matter that much. What's gonna happen here? We were sitting there. Very much has the Super Meat Boy kind of style where if you die, it doesn't really matter because you come back 2 seconds later and you can just retry again. And again, you can kind of custom tailor the difficulty to your own personality. I mean, you can make it so that it's insanely difficult to beat by trying to gold every level, which is what I've mostly been doing except for the purposes of this Let's Look At. Or you can just try to get through the levels, which honestly is fairly difficult in its own right. I guess the last thing we'll try before we move on to another game mode here is maybe Castle Crash, because I haven't played this one either, but of course it's named after Castle Crashers, so maybe it has that kind of aesthetic as well, although I would be surprised. So let's jam on the gas here. That's not good. It was a pretty bad start. There we go, make it across there. Hard to say. I wouldn't necessarily say that this appears to be particularly Castle Crashers related. But, I mean, maybe there are faint design hits there. Hard to say. I expected it to be like 2D Newgrounds style, but for now we'll just try to get to the end, and then we'll go talk about some of the other modes in the game, most of which I have honestly not touched yet, so I'm kind of excited to be showing them for the first time on camera. Climb up here, probably fall in. Oh, those hills, man. When you're landing on an uphill slope and you have to like just gently hit the gas to stay on, but not so hard that you actually pop a wheelie. Oh lord. Yeah, the fire pit's pretty deadly. We should think about getting that paved over or something. Yeah, the spike pit's pretty nasty as well. My leaning foo is weak here. Gotta kind of shoot ourselves over with a good lean. Maybe just hold forward as much as we can when we go over. Alright, you know what? You got me, asshole. I can make this jump. My leaning is exceptionally bad right now. There we go. That was more than enough to get me over. Alright. So I get the bronze medal. Again, big ups to Bob Richards 91, who apparently beat this level without having a single fault. I bow down to you. You are a much better Trials evolutionist than I am. I'm more of a Trials creationist. Okay, we'll exit this. And then let's check out these skill games, which are things that a lot of people really enjoyed in Trials HD. So I don't think I've unlocked every single one. Oh, never mind. I have unlocked absolutely every single one. So we'll just take a look at these maybe one by one. I probably won't show off all of them. You unlock these by scoring a certain number of medals in the actual single-player mode. Alright, so in this game, we have a limited number of gas, and apparently, Just throttling off the start cost me a lot of what I already had. Hopefully this will give us enough to get over this rock here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna fall back down. The one negative thing I will say about this game is that I really dislike the soundtrack so far. It's like super nu metal, early 2000s cock rock. I'm so angry I have a multi-million-dollar record contract. But I mean, it's personal taste. I'm sure some people will enjoy it. Oh, stay in the refueling station for longer, you bimbo! Running out of gas in your motorbike? Try refueling it, you dongus! Oh, it looks like we got a jump here or something. Sorry, Jake Hodson. I'm gonna pass your bitch ass. Oh, Bob Richards 91. Feels good, man. I am the greatest! Oh no, don't fall! Don't! Okay, well that was still fun. I got the gold medal on my first try, which is kind of surprising. Let's see where I rank on the leaderboards. 12,000th, not really that good. But I do get those medals, which, you know, count towards my career progress. Let's see what else we got here. Freestyler. Time to hit the slopes. This sounds interesting. My guess is that this is mostly about getting as many flips as possible. I mean, it's not like I can do any other tricks. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm skiing. Alright, so we'll get off the hill here. Good start. Do some backflips. Try not to break your skis, which seem pretty flimsy. This is... oh, God. Alright, that was undeserving of any medals whatsoever, to be honest with you. Let's continue doing some dirt skiing here. I did not expect this. That was pretty bad. Let's try it again. Just continue doing some backflips. Oh! That was close. I gotta beat Bob Richards 91, man. My guess is that in real life, my skis probably would not have held up from that first impact. Let's try this again. I feel like I'm doing a pretty shitty job here. And I feel like the comment section is going to agree with me. Let's just do, like, a tasteful amount of flips. I don't have to impress anybody. Oh, God, I had... One more try. Again, this game is so much of that, like, one more try. Come on, Mom, just 10 more minutes kind of nonsense that makes it so addictive. Okay, so one backflip. Easy. I could do that in real life if I wanted to. I just don't want to right now. Maybe this is a double backflip. Easy. Okay, now balance it out. Balance it out, I say. Oh, God. Alright, well, I think I did one extra flip there at the end. Apparently, this is not my game. So we'll go to results here. Play next. Take a look at some of the other skill games. I don't want to touch on all of them. But I do want to play Sphere. Sphere, I think, is really fun. If it's the same as it was in Trials HD. And maybe, let's play Icarus Factor as well. Because if I'm right, this is the one where you, like, explode and then you want to fly as far as you can. So as it loads up here, we'll see if... Yes, okay, so I do have these, like, paper wings. Okay, that was a bad start. Rapidly tap... Whoa. Rapidly tap X and Y to... Oh, come on! Use delicate throttle. Okay, that was... I should have read the instructions. Try this one more time, because apparently... Like, I'm seriously just touching the gas. What just happened? I think I did something horrendously wrong. Okay, now tap X and Y as fast as you can. That was not very good. I want to try that again. Bob Richards is a pretty good beat on this one. He just barely got the gold medal though, which frightens me. Okay, you gotta like really use delicate throttle. And you can't just cheat the system like I'm trying to do right now. I think that was a much better angle, but I'm not gonna fly as far. God damn it. Okay, one more try. Then we'll play Sphere, the movie with Dustin Hoffman and Sharon Stone. That was not the dismount I wanted. I was trying to fly as far as I could before the dismount happened. Let's see. Alright, that's a better angle. Tapping the shit out of this track and field on the NES, baby. Track and field on the NES! Fuck you, Anthony S.J. Did I beat you? No, I didn't. You beat me. Alright. Let's go check out Sphere, which is basically like Super Monkey Ball, apparently. Then we'll take a look at maybe the track editor and the user-created tracks, as well as the multiplayer mode, which is entirely different from anything we've seen so far. Like, this is a dense game, man. Squirrel will welcome us. That's the other thing that's interesting, is if you look at... Oh, this is actually just Super Monkey Ball. Like, I'm not even controlling a throttle right now. That was really bad. Bronze medal, I don't think it deserves it. This game is kind of aping, and I mean this in the most positive way possible, aping Little Big Planet with its level editor. And they're basically saying, like, you can make anything with this. Like, basically anything you can put your mind to, you can make it. Okay, how am I going to do this? I didn't play that much Super Monkey Ball as a kid, I'm going to admit. Okay, across here. Ah! It was close. Is this thing ever going to stop blowing? Alright, well that was way too fast. I want to try that one more time. That didn't even get me up to the silver, man. Apparently, everyone else on my friends list is much better at Sphere than I am. Gotta get my momentum right. Get across here. This is... you know what? Let's back out of this. Clearly, this is not my game. I'm more of the lean forward, press the throttle kind of guy. Anyway, you can see there's a lot more skill games there. There's also tournaments, which are basically just races, not races, like levels, courses from the single-player modes over here, all stacked together. And then you have to complete them as fast as you can, cumulatively, and also with as few faults as possible. But for now, we'll take a look at the garage very quickly for some, you know, user creation stuff. So you can customize yourself. Using money from the single player mode, you can buy yourself new helmets and junk. None of it seems to be that crazy. So, like, don't think that you can, I don't know, make an Adolf Hitler Trials player or something. But you can see you can buy new shirts, you can buy stuff like that. This shirt was free if you have Trials HD save data on your hard drive, I believe. Buy new pants. I don't really want new pants. I like my watermelon style that I got on right now. New gloves, new boots. We'll exit out of that. You can also change the color of all of your stuff as well as the color of your bicycle. Probably a bicycle is not really what you want to call it. Actually, I want to go to garage again. No, this isn't where I want to be, I think. There's actually a pro creator in this game that I haven't touched yet, but that might be in Track Central. So Track Central, yeah. Track Central is the central database for user-created tracks. So if you go here to get tracks, you can see that there's most downloaded this week, highest rated this week. There's new skill games, which I don't think there's very many of those yet. Whoa, never mind. There are a lot of them. But first, we'll just play some of Red Link's picks for downloadable tracks. So we'll play Super Bike Boy, because apparently this is Super Meat Boy related. So I'm going to hit download track. This is all happening in real time. You can see how fast it happens. Downloads right away, and then we can just go play it. So you could really like sit on your ass all day and just play Trials HD downloaded tracks because, oh god, because they download so quickly. All right, I'm gonna die here. Let's restart. The sound it makes is not relieving. It's not comforting. Let's put it that way. Okay, no, I just want to land on this thing appropriately. There we go. All right, whatever. I can't help but hear Danny B's soundtrack right now, instead of this like skeleton song that plays throughout the entirety of the game. Okay, just play it cool. Play it cool. This looks like a level from the Rapture. I wonder how that red is filling in. Like if there's an option to fill in paint as you go or something. All right, we're gonna make this jump. Again, the Super Meat Boy comparisons apparently were pretty apt. There we... Oh, that was it! That was it! There we go. Bunny hop. Oh, come on. I was so close. This is actually much harder than any other level I've played in Trials so far. At least Trials Evolution. Okay, there we go. Now let's make this jump. Don't click at me like... Ah! Okay, again, more... actually, that's like level 119. I forget which level it was. How am I supposed to make this? That's not gonna do it. But like, you can see the assets that they have in the game. Like, they have these saws in the game for you to use in the level editor, which is pretty cool. It's, you know, more robust than Tony Hawk Underground, let's put it that way. Okay, come across here, perfect. I've screwed it up. I'm gonna make this jump. And we'll wait here, and then we'll just jam. That's it, yeah! No! Oh, come on, I was so close. Back up, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now. That was so bad. Okay, lean forward, like I've mastered that jump. Maybe mastered is a relative term. Come backwards. That's not gonna do it. I need more speed. I need like speed 2, cruise control. Oh, I'm gonna die there. I swear to God, I'm not bad at Trials Evolution. Only when people are watching, I get incredible performance anxiety. Alright, let's make this happen. There we go. Ah, yeah, perfect momentum. We can get out of that saw hell. Hopefully make this bunny hop right here. Oh, that's a tight one. Made it. Why is everything turning red? Oh God, are we in hell now? Is this gonna take us through all the worlds of Super Meat Boy? Again though, amazing that this can be made in the level editor in the game. It's crazy levels of customization on disc. Or on download, I guess. Okay, come up here. There we go. Let's put ourselves over the edge here, get to the next checkpoint. Thank God these checkpoints are frequent. Okay, stick the landing there. Bunny hop over the saw. Oh, God. This is going to be tricky, man. We'll do a bunny hop over the saw. My bunny hopping skills are not what they used to be. Just like wheelie, then lean. Get used to seeing this sight. I'm gonna try to like caress the contours of the saw like it's a beautiful woman. That didn't work. Oh, come on. If I lost my back tire, I would still be alive. We're gonna come back here and we'll try to shoot the moon with a little bit more speed. That was not what I wanted to do. Only 49 faults so far. I'd say that's pretty good. Got more faults than San Andreas. Alright, you know what? This has been Super Bike Boy. I'm not playing through this level anymore. Maybe we'll take another look at, like, another downloadable track. This shit is hard as hell. Yeah, difficulty extreme. No kidding. What else do we have? Let's look at something that maybe is a little bit less difficult. How about, you know, I've already downloaded Jetpack, but this is a good example of the kind of stuff you can actually build in the level editor, which is way beyond, you know, the scope of my intelligence and design experience. So apparently, you can make this level in the level editor, which is basically like, you know, that helicopter game that was super popular on like addictinggames.com? This is that. We're in control of ourselves with a jetpack, trying just not to touch the sides. It's basically like playing, you know, third-person jetpack-based operation. Let's try this one more time, because I think that could have gone better. Let's come up here. Use some Rocketeer nonsense to get us as far as possible without... Oh God, backwards, 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 backwards. Ooh, that was close. There's a lot of momentum to be countered here. Again, we got very close to the bottom there. I'm not sure if you have fuel in this. So maybe I shouldn't be trying to like play Lunar Flight and conserve my fuel, but that's the way I'm playing it right now, basically. We'll get over here, but we gotta be careful. There's my previous high score. We still haven't beaten it. We gotta get through here. Okay, I'd say it's safe to say we've beaten it now. Oh God. Get in there! Ah! So close. Oh well. That was fun. I think that was already the gold medal. Oh, only silver. Okay. Where am I in the leaderboards? Not very good. And maybe we'll check out one more user-created level. Let's go see like a really shitty level. How about, well, maybe I can't sort by shittiness. We'll take a look at Spelunked. That could be interesting. jump big time. Oh, that's actually made by someone from Red Links. Super short multiplayer track. Bird catching. A complete waste of... Okay. Let's go to a complete waste of... And we'll download it and see how it works. Again, I'm so impressed with how fast things download in this game. This one only has a 3-star rating, so I'm expecting it to be pretty bad. Take our Scorpion bike. But we'll see. Okay. Oh, actually on this one, so I can't lean. This is gonna be fucking impossible. How am I supposed to get over that jump without leaning? I guess what I'll do is back up as much as I can from the start. And try to get like an incredible jump off. There you are. Okay, let's try this one more time. The gold medal is not very far away on this one. Amazing how like a poorly placed ottoman can completely ruin your trials experience. New personal record, but it's still not very good. Let's try it again. Apparently there are also user-created levels where, actually this might just be an official skill game. Alright, whatever. Where you can't control your throttle. Your throttle is always just on full, and you have to just control your leaning, which is kind of cool. So we'll abandon the track central, but as you can see, there's a ton of tracks already. This game's been out for about 24 hours, and there's already an insane amount of tracks. And it's really cool that they've added this, because in the previous Trials game, it was incredibly difficult to share tracks. In fact, I'm being a bit disingenuous here. I don't even remember if you could share tracks. But now there's a central database for it, which is much better. There's the track editor, which I'm not going to touch too much on, but we'll maybe load it up here. So as you can see, we can change things ranging from like the time of day to the weather. We can make it really misty, or we can make it completely clear. What am I even doing here? So we place a starting point with A. Cool. We'll place an ending point with A, only 40 meters away. And then we can place objects by clicking in the left stick. Is that what it's saying? I don't know. Oh, by the D-pad is what it's talking about. So I guess we can build in like, let's go to ramps. We can build in metal ramp standard. Drop this down here. And there you go. I've completed a level in Trials HD. I wonder if it's a little bit too extreme for me, but we'll try. Alright, so you come up here, drive over this. Good game. That would be a gold medal. So I'm going to get the hell out of here. How do I get out of here? Skip checkpoint? I don't know. Okay, finish. Pause. I guess we'll go back to resume editing and then we'll pause from there. Exit editor. So basically I just want to show off there is a robust track editor used to create a lot of the stuff in this game. And I haven't even taken a look at the pro editor yet, so I'm probably going to be well over my head here. Oh no, sorry, this isn't to actually edit your pro, like your hero or your rider. This is to contrast with the light editor, which I was using before. So I'm not even going to touch on that. That's obviously way out of my skill level. Now the last thing I haven't really touched on in this game is that there is a multiplayer component, which we'll try out today for the very first time. Let's see how it works. I wonder who's online right now. Anthony SJ is online. Let me check my messages here. I was thinking maybe, just maybe, so one of my like Trials friends would be online and playing Trials, and maybe they would actually want to get in on this Let's Look At. But let's see. Anthony SJ, what are you playing? Yes, hello, everybody. Trials Evolution, messing with menus. Okay, let's just try something quick. Create a private race. This is fine. And then invite friends. Now, hopefully he knows that I'm recording right now, so he's not just going to talk to me. Because otherwise his voice is just going to come through the menu, and that's going to be annoying as hell. But we'll wait here for a second. So the way that the multiplayer mode works, from what I hear, and recall that this is my first time actually doing it myself, it's Supercross in like a Grand Prix style, so you guys are racing against each other. And whoever comes in first gets like X points, whoever comes in second gets X points, etc., etc. And if you fall, that accrues like minus points that apply to you at the end of each race. So it's like a Mario Kart style where you want to have the most points by the very end of this. So let's see what we got here. Red Links Race Beginner, hard. Let's get rid of the hard ones with some medium ones. Get rid of this one, and we'll put in Race to the Top. So as far as I know, these are entirely different levels than the ones in the actual single-player component of the game. Just sent that invite. Haven't gotten any response yet. Maybe I will just go to the quick match mode and see if anybody is actually playing this. My NAT settings are moderate, so, you know, that might be a problem. I'll give him another few seconds here. Suffice to say, like, if I had done a Let's Look At of Trials HD, it would not have been approaching 40 minutes by this point. It would have been over fairly quickly. Not to say that's a bad game, because it's a fucking awesome game. But this is like Trials HD, taking everything turned up to 11. They're just like, how can we make this more fucking crazy, more extreme? And that's exactly what they did. Alright, I don't think this dude's coming. We're gonna check out Quick Match. So I don't really care what I join. I tried to do this a little bit earlier today, and it was super slow to match me with anybody. Worth noting, there is a local multiplayer component as well. I think of most people playing Trials HD, and you know, you can see on the leaderboards that there's a lot of people playing Trials HD, again, Trials Evolution. A lot of people playing Trials Evolution right now. I think most of them are just doing the single-player stuff, which is to be expected. I mean, that's what the original game is famous for. But the multiplayer stuff doesn't seem to be that popular at this moment. But you know what? We'll give this some time. I'm hoping that it's not going to take until that bar fills up. Otherwise, it would take us like 40 minutes just to get into a, you know, a single multiplayer race. But I'll give it another minute or so. I got some stuff to do. I got to make sure my computer doesn't fall asleep. There we go. I got to make sure my other computer here doesn't fall asleep. That could cause me some problems in the editing room. I got to check to see if Anthony SJ has responded. Oh, never mind. I found someone already. Anthony SJ, you blew it, man. You missed your chance. Dang, seems I can't connect despite open NAT. Alright, that's probably my NAT's problems. That's fine. We'll play against a local pothead. Yo, man. I feel you, man. I love local pots. I buy them at the Home Sense, the Sears, and the Pottery Barn. There's nothing better than local pots, man. Keep your pussy willows in them. Yeah, let's continue. Let's do this shit, man. Continue. Alright, select bike. Why do I want this? No, I want the fast bike! Hopefully it makes it so we have to take the same bike, otherwise he's just gonna blow me away. Alright, here we are. Me and you, local pothead. Let's do this shit. Okay, so we're racing like side by side. This is actually already pretty cool. I already like this. Whoa! Oh! Okay, so I think like I've passed him. I wonder if he can see himself now, because I certainly can't see him. But, oh, certainly so far so good. Ah, damn, there's my first crash. I can't really see if this guy's crashed so far. Yeah, reset me. Put me somewhere. No, he hasn't crashed. You can tell because he doesn't have the -1 next to his name. I blew it. Oh, no, there he is. He also doesn't know that you need to hit B to reset, apparently. Alright, now this shit. This hill climb is going to be so frustrating. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I hate doing that, leaning too far forward. Oh, nice crash. Oh, but I think he crashed after he crossed the finish line. God damn it. Local pothead, you got me. Whew, -3 points. Alright, continue. Congratulations. Oh, it's the same level again. Okay, you do 2 heats. Interesting. I guess one on the inside, one on the outside. Oh god, I blew it already. I can see him, he's off in the greater distance. Apparently I'm terrible at Trials Evolution. Oh! Oh! Oh god, this is bad. Seems like the multiplayer mode might not be for me. I just gotta be a little bit more cautious. Because right now I'm getting torn up. Maybe the other course is the one that I would want. There we go, pretty solid. This guy reset again? He did. So you're saying there's a chance. Come on, cross it. Yeah! Fuck you, local pothead. The rivalry between Northern Lion and local pothead just continues to grow bigger and bigger. Alright. He's got me by 3 points. That's fine. Okay, what do I want to vote for? Let's vote for Hillbilly. Okay, cool. And instead of taking my shitty bike, this time I'm gonna... Oh, never mind. You don't have a choice. I'm not sure why it just starts me. I guess it's whoever picks the bike first. Alright, let's do this. I can see how this would be really entertaining with 4 people. Me and you, local pothead, we're gonna make this shit happen. I'm just gonna focus on not falling. The race part doesn't bother me so much, just don't fall. Oh, what's he doing? You trying to do like a front flip, man? Alright, kid, don't get cocky. This guy is fast as hell. And also, much better at what he's trying to do here than I am. Let's try this again, come through here. Is that the end of the course? Wow. He did very well there. It's going to be very difficult for me to come back from this. Alright. So he's got me by 5 points now. I've pretty much got to hope that this dude just fucking blows up. Implodes in this last one here. Let's do this. Fastest time on Hillbilly Cross ever recorded. Neck and neck so far. Through the chicane. Man, this guy is pretty solid. Oh, that looks like it might have a fault there. Maybe not. Wishful thinking. Oh, I think I heard a fault. Just crossed the finish line. I'm the greatest Trials Evolution player in history. He only lost a few points, though. So lucky him. Congratulations, local pothead. I wonder if he wants to do a rematch. You know, I would like to do one more match on camera, potentially. Apparently not. So I'll cancel matchmaking. And I'm going to end the video here. I mean, it has been pretty expansive. This has been Let's Look At of Trials Evolution. This game is fucking awesome. And if you don't buy it, you are dumb. The end. Or you're just not a fan of the game, of the genre, I guess. But seriously, there is so much content available here for the low price of 1,200 Microsoft points that this game is impossible not to recommend. Definitely, if you're a fan of Trials HD, you should do yourself a favor and pick this one up as soon as possible. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.